Yes guys, today we are going to be using a simulation to find out if Liverpool picked the best manager for the job. Now recently it was announced via Fabrizio Romano that Arne Slot is the man taking forward the Liverpool job. Since Jurgen Klopp announced he was stepping down, Liverpool were linked with all sorts of managers. Today we are going to be looking at 3 managers in particular and seeing which one will do the best job. We'll simulate through 3 seasons and see who the best manager is. First up, Roberto De Zerbi. Right, so we simulated to 2024, the new season starting, and De Zerbi is in charge. We've gone past the transfer window to see who he signed as well. But yeah, here he is. This is the man. Plays very attractive football, doing a great job with Brighton in real life, and it's only a matter of time before he gets a big job. But let's see what he's doing with the squad. Right, so he's going with a 4-2-3-1. He's got Endo holding. He's also got Timber. Let's see who he signed, first of all. So he's gone in and thought, Liverpool need some changes, need some backup. So he's got a Kanji from City. I don't ever think City would let Kanji go. He's got João Neves as well, young talent from Benfica. He looks pretty damn good on this game. Might need to check out, see how he plays in real life, because Liverpool, there might be something there. But again, that's a bit of a hefty one there. He's also let Thiago go. Matip's gone. Bobby Clark's gone out on loan, so he's loaned out the young players there as well. Okay, let's see what De Zerbi's cooking. Let's check it out. Right, so from what I'm understanding, is Klopp won the Europa League in the 2023-2024 season. Something we didn't do this year. Absolutely crashed out to Atalanta. Can't stand it, don't want to talk about it. But that gave De Zerbi an opportunity at silverware straight away. Lost the Community Shield, but no one ever takes that into consideration usually. But first major opportunity at a trophy, lost 2-1 to Manchester City, where Salah scored and Bernardo Silva and Haaland scored. Damn. Despite that, he's won 3 out of his first 4 Prem games. Beating Tottenham away is a big one. Chelsea at home, Everton away, which we failed to do recently, and losing to Manchester United at home. Van Dijk got sent off in that game. Wow. All right, so we skipped forward to Feb 2025. By this point, Liverpool are 5th. I hope this is not what it's going to look like going forward. A lot of people have said that once Klopp's gone, we're going to break down, and I hope it's not the case. But we're 5th. If De Zerbi had the job, would he be 5th? What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section below. So 5th, 14 wins, 3 draws, 8 losses. Losses coming to Manchester City, Tottenham at home. That is something that noticeably over the last few years, Liverpool have been doing. There's a few home games that we've struggled in, and where normally that's a fortress for us, but lost to Spurs and City, Chelsea away 3-1, Burnley away 3-2, Arsenal away 2-1. Never easy places to go to be honest. Villa at home 3-1, City away 1-0, and Manchester United at home, which we already touched on. De Zerbi also got knocked out of the Carabao Cup to Arsenal 3-2. It seems like Arsenal have his number in this. They got him on lock. In the new Champions League format, Liverpool have qualified under De Zerbi. 5 wins, beating Barcelona as well, 1 draw against Arsenal, and 2 losses to Real Madrid and Sporting, but qualifying nonetheless. It'll be interesting to see what that format looks like going forward in real life. Let me know if you're a fan of it or not. I don't know yet. Let's see, did he dip into the transfer window yet again? No, he didn't. So just kept it simple. Maybe the board didn't give him more money. Not going to talk too much about it, but yeah, 60 million still spent. And 5th in the Premier League. Let's see how the season's going to end. Now we're on to the 25th of May. So this is the end of the season. Liverpool managed to qualify for Champions League, but considerably behind Tottenham, City and Arsenal, who were the champions that year. 68 points. That is 14 points behind Spurs. 12 losses, a lot of losses. That is 5 draws, 21 wins. It doesn't look good, and the goal difference is quite low in comparison to the others as well. So I have to say, it's not a great first season for De Zerbi. Can he improve on it? As if that wasn't bad enough, gone out to Inter in the Champions League semi-final. Ooh, 3-0 away, scoring just the 1 goal at home. So Barella and Thuram putting Liverpool to the sword. McAllister got 1 goal, but clearly Inter would have parked the bus in that game. Overall, not a great season for De Zerbi. As well as going out in the FA Cup quarter-final to Manchester City. Bernardo Silva and Haaland again. On to the next season, September 2025. And De Zerbi's obviously figured out, you know what? I need to do something. I need to find someone special. Maybe thinking that Salah isn't up to it because he's gone and brought Michael Olise, who a lot of teams are rumoured to be linked with at the moment. He's a very, very good player, very talented, and he's still quite young as well. So he bought him for 58 million, could rise to 67. Brought Anel Ahmed, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. But he's dipped into the transfer market, spending 146 million. Also selling Akanji, he's made profit on Akanji. Loaned out Harvey Elliott, which I'm not sure why he's done that. Sold Shimikas, and I think he's gotten decent money for him. Loaned out Endo, Balagizi, Owen Beck. He's gotten rid of some players, maybe fringe players as well. Not sure what he's done with Elliott. And he's brought in Olise. That could be key. This could be a good season, guys. All right, Feb 2026. Third in the table, still just about in the title race. 8 points off of Arsenal, the league title holders. 7 points off of Man City as well. But again, something that anytime Liverpool have done badly in the Premier League, most of the time, it's not even that we lose loads of games. It's the draws. 9 draws. That is incredible. I think that is the second most amount of draws in the league. Only Tottenham have more with 13, which is insane. He's still sticking with the 4-2-3-1. Got Diaz on the left, Nunes up top, Szoboszlai in the 10. Got Salah to the right, Gomez at right back. Still got Alisson in goal, Bajcetic, Robertson. Is Trent still here? Where? Oh yes, Trent is still there. Just out the squad at the moment. Let's see how Olise is done. Olise hasn't even been starting. So is he trying to build for next season or something? You would like to think Olise would start somewhere for Liverpool. Just the 1 start and 16 sub appearances. That's crazy. Squad player it has him down as well. What else is going on? Ooh, Carabao Cup final against Manchester United or Man City. Who did they beat in the semi-final? Arsenal. Finally, Zerbi got the better of Arsenal. Also in the UEFA Champions League knockout stages against Lazio. That's good. As well as the FA Cup 5th round against Chelsea. So he's got a lot to play for right now. How's this going to turn out? He's also unbeaten in all competitions since the start of December. So the last loss was to City in the Prem, which is probably a big one. But since then, unbeaten. This could be good. Let's check this out. He has managed to get his first trophy. Carabao Cup. Liverpool love this trophy lately. And De Zerbi does too. Let's see the goals. All right, so this is a big one, obviously, for Liverpool. But going a goal down in the first minute, it's probably not where they wanted to start. Salah packs in Ortega in the 8th minute. Look at Haaland, this guy. They got Rodrigo. City got Rodrigo. It's Kelleher in goal as well. They take a 2-1 lead. And what happens here? McAllister back to... What? Van Dijk bending it from the edge of the box. To be fair, at Celtic, I saw him score 1 or 2 bangers. And then Salah with a penalty in the 69th minute. 3-2 win, De Zerbi's first trophy. The question is, after a year of being in the job, is a Carabao Cup enough? We'll see what the end of the season holds. Okay, so in May 2026, De Zerbi seems to have fallen short for the league title yet again. Still a stronger season, okay? A stronger season. 4 points off Arsenal, who look like they might get the title again, unless City have something to say about it. City have a game in hand, to be fair. But 22 wins, 13 draws, 2 losses. The least losses in the Premier League, so he knows how not to lose games. Ipswich at home, City at home, Leicester away, Chelsea at home, Brighton away, Arsenal away, Tottenham away. You'd look at those and you think, oh, those aren't bad results, but the home game's got to be winning. Everton at home, Norwich at home. Yeah, seems to have fallen short, but what about the other games? Let's see. Been knocked out the Champions League quarter-final by PSG. Kylian Mbappe pen decided that. Shock horror. But into the FA Cup final against Arsenal. So there's another chance at silverware. See how the FA Cup final went. Oh, João Neves with a front post header. Looks like Arsenal going to get equaliser here. Saka. Havertz. Ugh, it had to be him. Had to be him. And it went to penalties. Salah tucked his. Saka tucked his. Szoboszlai. Who was the person to miss for Liverpool? Good penalties so far. Please don't be... Ugh, Darwin went for a chip. Darwin went for a chip. Fabio Vieira missed, so it's level. Van Dijk slotted his pen. Trossard. João Neves scored in the game, couldn't score in the shootout, and Liverpool lost. So De Zerbi's chance at second trophy, gone. No FA Cup. Fast forward to September 2026. Back into the transfer market he goes. Luis Guilherme signed 20-year-old Brazilian. Looks like there's plenty of room for growth there. I'm gonna have to try him out in FM myself. Marquinhos from PSG's gone for experience. Why has he gone for experience? Because he sold Virgil van Dijk to Saudi, as well as Mo Salah. He managed to get 96 million for Mo Salah. Sold Harvey Elliott to Genoa, which is random in my opinion. Endo to Chelsea. Fabio Carvalho to Wolves. Bringing in Manu Kone, who Liverpool were linked with all last summer. Looks like a pretty good player. So we'll see how this plays out for him. Can this be the year where he wins the league title? I'm sure he'd also be expecting Elise to step up as well now that Salah's gone, but is he actually going to use him? I don't know. Based off last season, I'm not too sure. 19 league appearances, 2 goals, 26 sub appearances for Michael Elise. After the first 5 games though, whatever he's doing seems to be working because he's won all 5. Bristol City, Fulham away, Everton at home, Chelsea away and Newcastle at home. Some big games in there. So in Feb 2027, Liverpool are unbeaten and top of the table under De Zerbi. 17 wins, however, the same trend, 9 draws, no losses. If you're a Liverpool fan, you'll know over the past however many years that we don't lose loads of games, we draw a lot, and it is often our downfall. Will it be De Zerbi's undoing? 17 wins, 9 draws, and a couple of them, or quite a few of them at home as well. Into the Champions League knockout stages once more, this time against Bayern. It's going to be a difficult fixture, but it doesn't mean it can't be done. FA Cup 5th round against Arsenal as well, so still in that. He actually got knocked out of the Carabao Cup early, so FA Cup, Champions League and the league, a treble is on. Transfer-wise, he's made 1 signing, which is Pavlovic at centre-back, so he's probably just wanted cover there. May 2027, end of the season, and despite it looking good, being unbeaten, once again, the draws have taken over. 14 draws, just 1 loss all season, and losing the league by a point, that is absolutely crazy. If one of those draws was turned to a win, De Zerbi is holding the Premier League trophy. Unfortunately, not. On top of that, more disappointment, getting knocked out of the Champions League to Bayern, and also knocked out of the FA Cup to Arsenal. So no trophies. De Zerbi has only come out with a Carabao Cup. If we did happen to go for him and that happened, I'm sure Liverpool fans wouldn't have been happy. So he, based off this, it's just a simulation, is not the man for the job. Next up, Jose Mourinho, whatever you want to call him. Some people call him the most boring football manager. So Mourinho, everyone knows, a clear, experienced manager, won plenty of trophies, however had plenty of failures too. More so in recent times. Would he have been the manager for the Liverpool job? Personally, for me, I highly doubt it, and I wouldn't have liked to see the football we'd be playing if he was in charge. Even just going based off this, you can see playing a 5-back looks pretty defensive in all truth, and playing 2 up top. Is that a system that I could see suiting Liverpool? I'm not a Prem manager, so maybe I'm the wrong person to ask. But based off of my little knowledge, I wouldn't go for that. Feb 2025, 6 months or so into the job, this is how it's looking. Salah's top scorer, Liverpool are 5th, winning 11 games, 6 draws and 7 losses. What did he do in the transfer window? He spent. That's what he did. He got Kyle Walker, experience at the back, Skriniar, strength and a bit of experience. He got him on loan. Got Nacho from Real Madrid. So he's going for old school experience. Nacho, Kyle Walker, players that are very, very experienced and have played a lot of big games. He let Jota go out on loan, Quansah on loan, Gakpo on loan to Inter, so I don't know what kind of relationship he's got over there with Inter. Also letting Matip and Thiago go on frees as well. He went for some familiarity as well, as he brought in Deco as the director of football, someone he clearly trusts with a lot of extensive knowledge. And yeah, I have to say, based off the transfers I'm seeing, it doesn't look to be working. He also went on to get Ricardo Carvalho as assistant manager, or one of the assistant managers. Doesn't look like one of the greatest candidates for the job, but obviously he wants to go with people that he trusts, which I understand. At this point, he's gotten through the FA Cup rounds he needs to get through. He's got the 5th round against Brentford coming up. He's in the Carabao semi-final against Tottenham, just needs the 2nd leg victory at home, which I would expect him to get. Probably go defensive, he would. As well as also qualifying 2nd in the Champions League group stages. In typical Mourinho fashion, there is a bit of unrest in the camp as well. Gravenberch and Luis Diaz have been isolated from the squad, being used as emergency backup, and Diaz surplus to requirements. What's gone on there? At the end of the season, things didn't really change. Mourinho failed to get Champions League qualification by a point. Newcastle taking the final spot. Salah finishing top scorer, but just a small consolation that was. As well as that, getting knocked out of the Champions League quarter-final by Chelsea in an absolute disaster season. No FA Cup trophy to chase as they got knocked out to Brentford as well. Mourinho, first season, have to say, not looking too good. The new season's come around and the only transfer he's done is making Skriniar permanent. Has he gotten enough backing from the board? Has he recouped enough money? The Jota transfer, has that gone straight back into the club? He sold Jota to Inter. Also, yet again, more dealings with Inter. Diaz out on loan. I just don't know what's going on there. He seems to have a lot of ties in Italy. Gakpo's also gone out on loan to Juventus. Is he sticking with the same formation? Yes. Still got Van Dijk, Konate, Skriniar, Robertson, Trent, Nunes and Salah. That's probably not working too well. I mean, Salah's scoring a lot of goals. We'll see. Halfway through the season and things have gone from bad to worse. 7th in the table behind Brighton. 12 wins, 7 draws, 6 losses. In addition to that, finishing 15th in the Champions League phase, it was very shaky. Let's see, 3 wins against teams that you might expect them to beat. Atletico at home is sort of 50-50. Drawing with PSG, Newcastle and Freiburg, and losing to Dortmund and Inter. Yet again, another FA Cup 5th round to chase. We'll see how it goes. Things were also looking better as well till that Brentford result. Can Liverpool pull it back under Jose Mourinho? Failure to dip into the transfer market once more. It's going to be a rocky one. And at the end of the season, with 1 game to go, Champions League is in the balance. Newcastle have the advantage with a game in hand on Liverpool. Chelsea are the title winners with 82 points, so overall it's a poor season. Chelsea have managed to win the league with 24 wins, 10 draws and 2 losses. It's crazy as well because not only that, Mourinho didn't last. He got sacked. Gennaro Gattuso took over the job and Liverpool had clearly had enough of the boring 5-back football. Well, it's no surprise he was sacked. He got knocked out of the Champions League to his former club Chelsea, then got dinged by them 3-0 away. Can't be great. Managed to pick up a couple of decent results, beat Arsenal, losing to rivals Manchester United, beating Arsenal in the semi-final of the FA Cup, but it wasn't enough. Well, going forward, Liverpool continued in that failure anyway. Gattuso couldn't bring the FA Cup home. Havertz getting a late goal in the 89th minute and Arsenal winning on penalties. Darwin Núñez missing, just like he did for the Zerbi. So actually, Gattuso took over the job and at his first attempt won the FA Cup for Liverpool. So all the things Mourinho could not achieve, Gattuso took over and did. Liverpool winning on penalties against Brighton, and that is a big result. So based on this, Mourinho would not have been the man for the job for Liverpool. I think we kind of knew that anyway, but let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Last but not least, Liverpool's manager to be, Arne Slot. I have to say, personally for me, I hadn't heard too much about him until the rumours and until it actually pretty much got confirmed. But from what I've seen, he knows how to get his teams playing good football. Can he win trophies though? This is what we're here to find out. Formation wise, similar to De Zerbi, he's gone for the 4-2-3-1. He's actually playing Trent in there alongside Endo, which is something we've seen Klopp do a few times over the last season or so. Will it work to his advantage? Let's see. Transfer wise, he's brought in Pedro, Samson Baidu and Junior Krupi. Young talent from France on loan at Watford as well. He's loaned him to Watford. Another young talent from Austria. So it seems like he likes to invest in young talented players and he's brought someone in from Brazil. Pedro, a striker that was previously at Flamengo. In addition to that, he also went back to his old club and got Quinton Timber, brother to Jurien Timber. And it looks decent, to be honest, 23 years of age. So he's obviously gone with someone he trusts and he knows he wants to get that sort of familiarity and maybe get his message across to the squad a bit easier. It actually didn't take him long to get a trophy as well because of Jurgen Klopp's previous season triumph in the Europa League. He beat Bayern Munich 2-0. Diaz and Szoboszlai getting the goals, so picking up a Super Cup very quickly. Will there be more trophies? Midway through the season, Slot is 2nd in the league, 16 wins, 4 draws. He seems to maybe have sorted that out for Liverpool, but 5 losses and quite significantly 9 points behind Manchester City. League form has been pretty consistent as well, I have to say. Despite that loss to Tottenham, that's a blip there. Also going out in the FA Cup third round replay to Everton, that wouldn't have gone down well with the fans. And being knocked out of the Carabao Cup to Brentford, not too good. So the league and Champions League are the only things he's chasing at the moment. At the end of the season, as we can clearly see, City extended their advantage. Haaland finishing top scorer with 23 goals. Slot did sort out the draw issue for Liverpool, but the losses were too many at this stage. But it's an improvement on what the other managers have done pretty much. The other trophy he was chasing as well ended in failure as he got knocked out to Benfica in the quarter-final second leg. What did he do as a result of that season? He dipped into the transfer market, spending 156 million, also making 142 million. So not that bad. He sold Curtis Jones to rival City, Joe Gomez to Real Madrid, and also Pedro, who he signed earlier, to Lazio. Made a couple of big signings as well. Brought in Ademola Lookman being the biggest one there. From Atalanta, previously played for Everton as well, but seemed to be someone that he was interested in bringing in to add quality to the squad. He also went for another defensive-minded player from Japan, not Endo. This is Morita that's playing there, and he looks quite solid there. Someone to hold down that defensive midfield position. Bought the young Ivorian centre-back Silla, 20 leadership, 16 pace jumping reach there as well. He has all the makings to be a great centre-back. How is this season going to go? The answer is not great so far. 13 wins, 3 draws, but 8 losses. Sorted out the draws, the losses have taken over. Who is going to be doing this job right? Darwin Núñez is scoring on the bright side of things. 11 goals in the Prem, just behind Marcus Rashford. Looking like doom and gloom for Liverpool. Out of the FA Cup to Arsenal, out the Carabao Cup semi-final to Crystal Palace. All that's left to play for really is the Champions League, and they've got Porto. Can Slot do it? Well, he pulled back the league form. Liverpool ended up finishing second somehow. 25 wins, 5 draws, 8 losses, so he didn't lose any more games from there. The last Prem game he actually lost was in January, so he corrected that very well. However, City just still too strong, being powered by Erling Haaland. Could he revive it with Champions League redemption? Absolutely not. Getting knocked out by Porto and finishing trophyless. The new season came around and he got Oscar Glock ready for that, or Gluck, the Israeli midfielder, winger, whatever you'd like to call him. Looks like a tidy player. Could he be the man to change Liverpool's fortunes? Still rocking the 4-2-3-1. He's got Núñez leading the front line. He's got Doak on the right. I'm sure he'll be changing this team, chopping and changing it quite a lot, but he's still going with Trent in midfield. He also brought in Cucurella at left back, probably for some cover for Robertson. Meanwhile, Salah, Gakpo, Van Dijk, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Fabio Carvalho, Conor Bradley, the lot, all out the door. Loans, full transfers, whatever it is, it's a big overhaul. I would have expected getting rid of that many players, especially some of the big characters in there. He'd bring in a lot more, but maybe the board were tightening their pockets and zipped them up. Midway through the season, and he might have finally found the formula. 19 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses. A goal difference of 24 and 60 points. 5 clear of City, who have a game in hand. The 3 draws actually coming against City, Forest and Aston Villa. Not bad. The losses at home to Brentford, which is crucial. At home to Man United, which the fans would absolutely have hated. And away to City, which is understandable. In January, he'd also made 3 signings, most notable Benjamin Sesko, FM legend, young talent, waiting to see what he does in the real-life footballing world. However, could this be the man to bring the title home for Liverpool? Come the end of the season, 3rd in the league with just 1 game to go. It comes down to the final day in which Liverpool have Chelsea at home. Man City have Aston Villa away, which is not an easy fixture. Maybe it might be this season as their 15th. And Arsenal, pretty routine against Burnley. However, Burnley are fighting to stay up. They are 2 points away from safety. Basically 3 because their goal difference is awful. So on the final day of the season, Liverpool actually did beat Chelsea 2-1. However, a resounding victory from Arsenal saw them clinch the title. And if they didn't win it, City would have won it. So Slot just loses out by 1 point. Encouraging, but still not enough. They exited the Champions League to PSG, and you thought maybe a consolation in the FA Cup. However, losing 2-1 to Bournemouth in the FA Cup final, it was not to be for Arne Slot. Well, anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed a different kind of video today. If you want me to do more stuff like this, let me know down in the comment section below. And as my fellow Liverpool fans, do you guys think Arne Slot will be a hit with the Liverpool fans? Do you think he'll be able to bring us a new brand of football and also bring us trophies? Let me know down in the comment section below. Exciting times ahead, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.